Were you ever just incredibly inspired by a book when you were a kid? And I mean like a little kid, you know, looking at picture books, reading the Dr. Seuss. When I was in elementary school, I had a favorite book. Actually, I had a lot of favorite books, but one book that I always sat and looked at was Oh, the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss. And I got this book for my niece. She's 2. Her name's Kalea. She's the best. If you've never met her, you need to. She will change your life. Um, but if you're really cool, maybe don't meet her because she tends to really like cool people, and then she likes them better than me, and just kidding. She loves me the most. It's not even a problem. Okay, so moving on. I don't want this to be like a 12-hour video because I want people to actually watch it. So, um, this book, Oh, the Places You'll Go. I read it over FaceTime to my niece this evening. And, you know, this book, just every time I read it, I realize, like, it's my life. And I just think, like, there's a lot that we can all gain from this book. And, you know, as a kid, like, I took it to heart. And there's a line towards the end of the book, and it says, "Kid, you'll move mountains." When I was a kid, I was like, yeah, I will. Then I got into life, and like, guys, mid-20s, there's just a lot of things in life that just completely suck. But you know what? The book covers all that. But when you're a kid and you're reading it, like, you don't really get it. And then like now, I just like connect with it. And I'm like, this is one of the best things I've read all year. You know? So we're going to read it together. If you have a copy of Oh, the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss at home, I want you to hit pause, go get your copy, come back, and then hit play, okay? And if you don't have your own copy, you really need one. I don't care how old you are. Everybody needs this book. Oh, and I'm not just going to read it straight through. You guys know me. Actually, you probably don't know me. But, you know, I'm going to have some comments to make as we go. I don't know what they're going to be. This is my first take of the video, so yeah, I don't know. But I had so many thoughts while I was reading it to my niece. Of course, things I wasn't going to stop and say to her. She's 2. She just wanted you to read the story and talk about the pictures. But we're going to have some things to say. Oh, the places you'll go. There's too many title pages in this. Oh, the places to go. Oh, the places to go. Okay. Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own and you know what to do. And you are the guy who will decide where to go. Or the girl. And you are the girl who will decide where to go. You'll look up and down streets. Look them over with care. About some you will say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not-so-good street. And you may not find any you'll want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll head straight out of town. When I was 17, I knew I was heading straight out of town, and I did. Sometimes you'll know. You're like, no, I don't want to go down any of these streets. Heading out of town. It's opener there in the wide open air. I remember as a kid, whoa, my computer just went to sleep. Is it even recording? It is. That was weird. It went, okay, whatever. Remember as a kid looking at this and thinking, whoa, he's got so many places he can go, and just like paths he can go down, and there's like yellow and pink, and I thought that was great, and I was like, yeah, that's gonna be my life, and it has been. Out there things can happen, and frequently do, to people as brainy and footsy as you. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew, just go right along, and you'll start happening too. Oh, the places you'll go. You'll be on your way up. You'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers who soar to high heights. You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang and you'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be the best of the best. Wherever you go, you'll top all the rest. Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't. I'm sorry to say, but sadly it's true, that bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you. You can get all hung up in a prickly perch, and your gang will fly on. You'll be left in a lurch. But like, isn't that the truth? I mean, over here, look at him. He's flying above everybody else. And then, bam, left in a lurch. Gang flies on. We've all been there, right? Am I right? Have you been there? Can I get an amen? I swear, I've been there a lot in this past year. It sucks. Dr. Suess, he knew, and he was like, kids, prepare. You're going to be in a lurch. And then, here goes. You'll come down from the lurch with an unpleasant bump, and the chances are then that you'll be in a slump. And when you're in a slump, you're not in for much fun, and slumping yourself is not easily done. Preach. Sometimes you need a counselor. You need therapy. Sometimes people need medication. Sometimes those slumps, they're pretty slumpy. They're not fun. Unslumping yourself, not easy. You will come to a place where the streets are not marked, some windows are lighted, but mostly they're dark. A place you could sprain both your elbow and chin. Do you dare stay out? Do you dare go in? Sorry, I just got distracted. Where you can sprain your elbow and chin. Yeah. Okay. How much can you lose? How much can you win? And if you go in, should you turn left or right? Or right and 3/4, or maybe not quite? Or go around back and sneak in from behind? That's what I always suggest. You just sneak around back. Simple it's not, I'm afraid you will find, for a mind maker upper to make up his mind. Yeah. You can get so confused that you'll start in to race down long wiggled roads at a breaknecking pace and grind on for miles across weirdish wild space. Weirdish wild space. Headed, I fear, toward the most useless place. Okay, no, but guys, the weirdish wild space, is that not what it is to be in your mid-20s and single? Yeah, it is. It definitely is. Headed, I fear, toward the most useless place, the waiting place. This is where it just gets, like, so real. For people just waiting. Waiting for a train to go, or a bus to come, or a plane to go, or the mail to come, or the rain to go, or the phone to ring, or the snow to snow, or waiting around for a yes or a no, or waiting for their hair to grow. Everyone is just waiting. Waiting for the fish to bite, or waiting for when to fly a kite, or waiting around for Friday night, or waiting perhaps for their Uncle Jake. If you have an Uncle Jake, you might not, I don't. Or a pot to boil, or better break, or a string of pearls, or a pair of pants, or a wig with curls, or another chance. Everyone is just waiting. No, that's not for you. Somehow you'll escape. All that waiting and staying, you'll find bright places where boom bands are playing. Doesn't this just look really happy and kind of Middle Eastern? Maybe that's it. Stop that waiting. Get to the Middle East. That's probably not it. With banner flip flapping, once more you'll ride high, ready for anything under the sky. Guys, we're out of the slump now. Ready because you're that kind of guy or girl. Ready because you're that kind of girl. Oh, the places you'll go. There's fun to be done, there are points to be scored, there are games to be won, and the magical things you can do with the ball. You will make the winningest winner of all. Fame! You'll be famous as can be, with the whole wide world watching you win on TV. Or in my case, YouTube. Except when they don't. Because sometimes they won't. I'm afraid that sometimes you'll play lonely games too. Games you can't win, because you'll play against you. All alone, Whether you like it or not, alone will be something you'll be quite a lot. Yeah. When you're alone, there's a very good chance you'll meet things that scare you right out of your pants. Unless you're me, you'll meet things that scare you to pee your pants, but obviously that didn't rhyme, so Dr. Seuss didn't go with that. And he probably didn't have the same problems as me. Moving on. There are some down the road between hither and yon that can scare you so much you won't want to go on. Yeah, I can relate with that. But on you will go. You'll go. It's like Dr. Seuss was prophesying over my life. But on you will go. Though the weather be foul, on you will go. Though your enemies prowl, on you will go. Though the hawk and cracks howl, onward up many a frightening creek. Though your arms may get sore, and your sneakers may leak. I hate when my sneakers leak. On you will hike, and I know you'll hike far, and face up your problems, whatever they are. You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with many strange birds as you go. Birds. Many strange birds. When you're a missionary, and I am, you do get mixed up with many strange birds. And sometimes there are other missionaries. And I can say that because I'm sure there's other missionaries who have been like, Keisha, yeah, she's definitely a strange bird. Anyway, just strange birds. So be sure when you step with care and great tact, and remember that life's a great balancing act. So wise, Dr. Seuss, so wise. Just never forget to be dexterous and deft, and never mix up your right foot from your left. It's not that easy. And you will succeed. Yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. Kid, you'll move mountains. So, be your name Buxbaum or Bixby or Bray or Mordecai, Alley, Van Allen, O'Shea, you're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. Are you not inspired? I'm telling you. Sometimes I read that book and I actually like tears. It's so good. It's so. If you don't own it, you gotta buy it. You know, and your kids need it. You gotta read it to your kids. They need to know, like, this is real life. Right here.